Hi, this is Dana with Novels Alive, and today I have best-selling author Amanda McIntyre, and I'm really excited to meet you. You and I have emailed before, but we hadn't met, and then we were on the fairy ball together, and that was really cool. And you have got a beautiful cover, or a book out that is absolutely gorgeous. The cover is so beautiful, and you have a book trailer with it that is stunning as well. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, The Masters and the Muses is a story that kind of comes from my love of art. I started investigating Victorian England and the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, which they were kind of like the bad boy rock stars of the art world back in Victorian England. They rebelled against the Royal Academy. You weren't a real artist unless you graduated from the Royal Academy. And these guys were like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it our way. We're going to be famous. And they were like the 21, 22 somethings. But since they'd had no money, as a lot of artists, then they would they'd go down to the Cremhorn Gardens on a Saturday night, and they would pick up the, how shall I say it, the women of the night, perhaps.
Gotcha.
Or they'd go to the pubs and they would get their models there because they didn't have to pay them, very much. So I got to thinking, who were these women? They had maybe a dozen women in real history.
Wow.
And who were they, and where'd they come from, and what were their lives like? Because it was the promise of making you famous, immortalizing you, on canvas and that kind of thing. But in that day and time, to pose without a chaperone for a woman was, it was it was bad. So I wondered what happened to them afterwards when they were done with their commission or whatever, and that was kind of the inspiration. So this is actually about three of the Muses and their relationship with this particular artist, Thomas Roden. And it's inspired by the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, but it doesn't, follow exactly
The path. Well, are you going to have more books then?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. It's definitely open-ended enough that you probably could, because you've got Thomas's brother, you've got these women and their families and their brothers, and so it's possible.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. It sounds like a wonderful book. I look forward to having some time so that I could read it. That would be really great. And now, I mentioned that you and I were on the Fairy Court Ball. And for those who don't know, RT has one night that it's a Fairy Court Ball. You've been doing it. How many years has that been going on?
I think this is my 5th or 6th year for the Fairy Ball.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the money that's raised goes towards the literacy campaign. Is that what it's called?
We have a raffle in conjunction with the Fairy Court, and the proceeds for that go to the National Coalition for Literacy, which is partnered with Dollar General stores. Interestingly
Dollar
enough.
stores, yeah.
Right, I don't know if it's Dollar General.
It's a dollar store, yeah.
Right, and they go for the programs to not only adult literacy but children's literacy programs, like at libraries and YMCA and things like that, for programs. So
it's a great cause.
It is a very great cause, and it's we just do what we can, and we'll just keep doing it.
Well, I think that sounds wonderful, and you said you've been doing it for a couple of years now for the literacy, and I think that is amazing. And you and I talked quite a bit about the charity aspects of it the other day. But what we did is you guys did a Venetian theme for this year, and it was absolutely beautiful. I think it turned out lovely.
I thought it was beautiful as well. I think everyone had a good time.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
And the ambiance was absolutely wonderful. And I want to thank you so much for coming this early in the morning.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.